What is going on, guys and gals? It's me, JT Flash 3 here, and I usually don't do these type of videos, but I'm deciding to, make a couple topic talk videos over the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you guys and gals didn't know, the Nintendo Switch is a brand new Nintendo console that Nintendo has put trailers out for, made games for. They actually have a couple brand new games out for, and they actually had an event where you could go play the Nintendo Switch. Now, I didn't go out to this event because I couldn't reach it, I didn't have the tickets and all that, but I do still have an opinion on what this console may do and whether it'll be a successor to the Wii U and 3DS, or will it be a failure. Now, in my honest opinion, I think the Nintendo Switch is a pretty good console. It focuses on both the console players and the handheld players, because you can undock the Switch, take it with you on the go, and play it anywhere at any time, however you like. And I think most people like this idea as well, but they don't seem to like the fact that the Nintendo Switch has only up to 3 to 6 hours of battery, or 2 to 6 hours of battery. But my opinion on this is it's not really that long, and sites have said that it only takes 3 or 2 hours for the Nintendo Switch to charge up. And you can also play the Nintendo Switch while it's charging, because there's a little a little adapter that you can plug into the bottom of the Switch to charge the Nintendo Switch. So you can charge it while you play, and I don't know if it goes up while you play it. I haven't played it yet. I don't know if it decreases while you charge it. I mean, it doesn't make no sense for the console to decrease in charging while you're playing it when you're charging it. But we'll just have to see when the Nintendo Switch comes out. I think another thing people worry about is the grips. Now, I've watched a lot of reviews, and I've watched reviews from people with big hands and reviews with people with small hands, and they tell us that the Nintendo Switch controllers, the Joy-Cons, are actually very, very comfortable. Now, I have moderately short to somewhat medium hands, So when I get my hands on the Nintendo Switch, I will tell you guys and gals how it feels. I'll make a video on it. Now, another thing about Nintendo that I've been wanting them to do is, and I really like that they're implementing this, is the snapshot feature. You can press a button on the Nintendo Switch and boom, you have an instant screenshot of your game. And they said in later releases they will actually include video, which is actually good, because I'm pretty sure half the people in the world got tired of buying these expensive fancy capture cards for one system that they're going to do only a couple videos on. And for me, I felt that this was a necessity. I was asking for this before the Nintendo Switch was fully announced, like when the NX was what the Nintendo Switch was called, because I have a Nintendo 3DS and I had to hack it in order to do streaming of to stream my game onto my computer so I could record it. And I feel like nobody should have to go to that extent in order to record video. Now, my real question, another question I have is, will the HDMI cable be long? And I know if it's not long enough, I can go out and I can go purchase one that'll be longer. But, I want to know if this HDMI cord will be long enough to where, because my dad has a TV in his house, and you plug it into the TV, but the TV is mounted on the wall. Will it be able to reach up to the wall? Because I feel like when I get my Nintendo Switch, I'm going to bring it over to my dad's house, show him and show the family, because my baby brother and baby sister would love to play this game. They'd love to play it. And of course, we're going to talk about the games right now. So Nintendo has about, I believe, 5 games on launch, which is not bad. Okay, we could have came unprepared. My bad, y'all. And it could have been worse. We could have had 3 games on launch. It was really, a thing that could have happened with Nintendo, because Nintendo has been notorious for not doing so well when it comes to launching games out there. And we have 1-2 Switch, although I do feel that 1-2 Switch should have been put in with the console itself as a little thank you for buying the Switch, here's a free game thing. But instead it's I believe $50 to $60, and they have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Snipper Clips, a bunch of other games as well. I think Just Dance is being released with it as well. But also my opinions on the much later games that are coming, like Mario Odyssey, Splatoon. I feel like those games are going to success, but we need to wait, because if we rush Nintendo and try and get them to create a game fast, it's probably going to have errors. I mean, I'm not going to say that Sonic Boom was rushed, but I felt, in my opinion, that they didn't really look into Sonic Boom. Sega did. And that also brings up stuff about Sonic Mania. Of course, I might get Sonic Mania. I think it is a pretty good game, but, you know, we'll just see. We'll see when it releases and when time tells, you know. But, okay, another thing about the Nintendo Switch. People question why Nintendo created an online service. And a lot of people aren't really happy about this. But let's be honest here. The Nintendo 3DS, Wii U, and Wii had a lot of problems with online. They had crappy servers. The servers would lag most of the time. And if you hop on your 3DS today, you'll probably have to, you know, you'll see laggy matches every once in a while when you play like Super Smash Bros. 3DS, which is really, really annoying. But switching to this paid service is actually pretty good for Nintendo and good for us, because Nintendo will get more income. They can create more games, create new IPs. They can develop better servers, so we won't have to deal with lag and any problems with the servers. They can make games more functionally and release more updates, and relatively just release more content. I think Nintendo, if given the chance, can be successful even more. I mean, they were successful with the Wii, to be honest. I think the Wii was pretty fun. I bought one myself a long time ago, and just to see how much it sold, you know, is pretty amazing. Let's talk about some more things. Oh yeah, the price range. I saw something on Twitter and confirmed by somebody that the Nintendo Switch will either have a price range of monthly services through the $20 or $30, and I think it's gonna be $30 most likely, because, you know, it's probably, you know, a little bit too low if you have $20 there, but $30 isn't really that bad if you look at Xbox and PS4, because if you buy PS4 or PS Plus or Xbox Live, that's usually like $60 to $50 right there, you know, and $30 is pretty good. I think it's $30 a year. That's it, which is actually pretty good. And let's think about some other things. Let's see here. Oh, the Nintendo Switch's dock. Okay. Now, people complain about the Nintendo Switch memory and the Nintendo Switch dock and the graphics. I'm not a graphics guy, you know. I like the video game that, like, listen. Any console can be a good console if it has good games. Trust me. I'm not going to say that graphics doesn't play a part in the games, because it does. But if you have a good game, then you're going to have a good console, because you're going to release games on that console. Just listen to me for a second. Now, we have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I don't think it runs at 1080p. But we do have, I think it was 990p or something like that, you know. And Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a good game. I know there are no Legend of Zelda fans out there, but we can wait for a little bit, and there will be Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey, and who knows what else Nintendo has up their sleeves. I mean, they have 80 games in development right now. We also have Xenoblade 2 coming up, and we also have ARMS, which is a very fun-looking game. It's a new IP to Nintendo, and yeah, like, I think Nintendo Switch will be very innovational, mostly because you can take it on the go and play AAA titles out of the house, you know. And let's talk about something else. Let me think here. I'm doing this without a notebook or, you know, without a script, because I want to stay true to you guys and gals. I want to give you my opinions, and I don't want to think about, you know, what I should say to you guys. I should just say it, you know. And I'm really trying to think about what Nintendo Switch is like. Yeah, but let's talk about the memory card, you know. Now, Nintendo Switch comes with a 32 gig memory card, I believe, and some people say that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is going to eat half of that card up. It's not really bad, trust me. The 3DS came with like, what, a 4 gig card, and it's alright, you know. Me personally, I'm not going to be downloading titles. I like to get cartridges because it's easy as pop and play. When I get software titles, you know, on the internet, I typically don't like it because you have to wait for a download, and that's the best thing about hardware titles, or the little plug-in chips for the Nintendo Switch. That makes it a lot easier to play your games and all that goodness. Plus, you can play Nintendo Switch without a condensed controller. And what I mean by condensed controller is with the Joy-Cons. No other console can pop off the controllers and let you play wherever you want, however you want, and whatever you want. Like when you're playing on an Xbox controller, your arms are usually stiffened up and you're facing the controller and leaning in. With the Nintendo Switch, you can take the Joy-Cons off and rest your arms. You can play in bed, okay? Or you could put the kickstand and the Nintendo Switch up on the desk right next to you, lay down sideways, and use the Joy-Con. You ever wanted to play a console in bed but you couldn't because you didn't want to move, it hurt your arms to move? You can now with the Nintendo Switch, trust me, okay? I feel that the Nintendo Switch is going to be a successor and that it's going to be a very good console. We just have to wait for it to come out and give it a chance before making conclusions on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm not saying that I'm right, you know, I could be wrong, Nintendo Switch could be a failure, but we'll just have to see in due time. So, I'd like to thank you guys and gals for watching this video. I know it was a little bit short, I usually don't do these videos, but I just wanted to state my opinion on the Nintendo Switch. And I will be getting a Nintendo Switch, so do wait for me when the Nintendo Switch comes out on March 3rd. I will try and release a lot of, you know, content surrounding the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, thank you guys and gals for watching this video. If you want more Topic Talk videos, please tell me in the comments below, and peace out.